Podcast!
So this is a podcast.
Yes,
You've got to remember how to start the episodes, Nathan.
Just like
this is a
sitting
podcast.
down. Just like sitting down in a chair and
Yeah, it's
relaxing,
nice,
having
reclining.
a chat. Shooting the shit, as they say.
Indeed. So once again, you are graced with Nathan's presence.
Yay, my
and
presence.
unfortunately, you're graced with my presence.
Yep.
And Kyle once more is
MIA/dead.
Dead, sick.
Yeah.
Our thoughts go
Yeah.
out to you, Kyle, as
I hope
always.
his family is doing well.
I hope one day they'll stop riding you so hard at work / wherever else.
Very
it's
true.
unfortunate. I mean, we've
Look,
got a
it's
public
sad.
holiday up. We've got Easter coming up.
Yes.
So Easter and retail don't mix especially well. I think all three of us are probably in that
Yeah, I think
circle
so.
where we're about to have some public holidays that we don't get paid for.
Yeah, I am also getting on that bandwagon, which is
So-
unfortunate, but that's life.
Yeah, generally speaking, it just means you don't go too hard on the weekend because you're not being paid.
I am going away camping though, so I don't really care.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
going to be rather minimal. I always
Yeah.
found I ate far too much when I went camping because there was nothing else to do.
Well, there's going to be 15 of us with a boat and a jet ski.
Yeah, so you're still
So
going jet skiing.
There'll be a lot of jet skiing.
Are
there'll
we
be a lot of
talking? Are we talking
wakeboarding.
a boat like a houseboat? Or
No,
are we
no,
talking
like a
just a
powerboat.
schooner or a
Powerboat.
powerboat?
Yeah, so you get on the skis.
So you're just
and
going to be
wakeboards
buzzing
and
around
kneeboards
in
and
circles for the
pretty much
majority of the
Yep.
weekend.
It's
That
exactly
sounds
what's
good.
going to happen. A lot of petrol, a lot of water, a lot of barbecue, a lot of fun times and beer
Yeah,
and booze.
I think I've got a birthday. I think I have to do Good Friday or Easter Monday
Yeah.
or something, and there's a wedding reception as
I
well.
think my weekend's beating yours so
I
far.
had some friends who went and got married in
Who does that?
Vegas or something, so I was like, oh yeah,
Weddings.
we'll have the reception when we get home. We just decided to do it. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, fair
That's
enough.
cool. So long as you've organised a place where I can stay out of the sun,
Yeah.
I'll be happy. So you go enjoy yourself.
Vampire Chris doesn't want to be in
go,
the sun.
You go do all of that stuff where, you're sociable
I
outside
will.
and active,
I will,
and I'll
yes.
sit. I'll have a good sit.
And I will sit.
I
Okay.
think as we live in a first world country, one has to appreciate a good sit.
I'm thoroughly enjoying a sit right now. I
Yeah,
must
well,
admit. I got my legs up, having a great old time.
Yeah. So why can't all of the recording sessions be like this? Why do we ruin everything with playing games?
Seriously, we can just chill for.
We could just sit
4
here for
hours.
a few hours and do
Yeah.
a podcast. We'll stream it. Once I get everything set up, I'll segue directly into that. We'll just do a video podcast.
Video
And we'll
podcast
sit
on
here.
stream,
We'll
Twitch.
talk about games every 20 minutes or so,
maybe,
so Twitch
maybe.
don't
Let's
ban
not promise
us.
anything.
No, it's important because if you just oh, I'm gonna stream
Just
making
me chatting.
origami, and it's like,
nothing
no,
and-
sorry, you can't do that. It has to be
Aw.
about games.
That's kind of sucky, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Unfortunate.
I've gotten permission
Good.
to go ahead with getting a second internet connection.
Yay!
So that we can stream.
Purely
And
streaming
By
connection.
we, I mean mostly me.
I would say mostly you.
Mostly
Yeah.
me. Full time, 5 days a week.
Me, maybe once a fortnight.
Once I can drag him in, maybe we'll record live
Ooh.
our process. Maybe we'll go through the whole recording process and we'll
people
just
can
have it
laugh at us.
live.
I'll make
Ruin
sure I'm
all of
having
that.
Make sure I'm
Anyway,
having a great hair day for that day.
yeah,
Great hair day.
great hair day.
Phenomenal.
It's surprising how much extra stuff you have to set up just for Twitch.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
like you've got to go through the alerts and you've got to get the page looking right and you've got to get your lighting right so that you can have your ugly mug plastered there.
I looked at it once.
Yeah,
I got over it very quickly.
yeah.
I was like, no, I don't want to do all that.
And you need a gimmick, so it's like, oh yeah, I'll let my ferrets walk around and then every 5 minutes I can grab one and go, look, something cute. Keep watching. Maybe you'll see another one of those.
That's
the
your
only
hook right
entertaining
there.
part. That's my hook.
Yeah.
So you got a ferret. Look at his vagina. Don't look at his vagina. Put it down. Can't have nudity
Poor
on.
ferret.
Can't have nudity on Twitch.
Twitch, yeah, exactly.
Oh, I'm getting banned. Ban reason, ferret
Yeah.
vagina.
I found that Twitch is very interesting with nudity. There's a lot of women.
Very, very interesting.
Well, there's-
Well, it used. See, they've kind of steered away from that.
I'm not saying they are purely on their nude. I'm saying that
No.
gaming
It's
nudists.
like gaming nudists.
Gaming
so not
nudists.
even
Oh, no, they
what
were
they would
showboating
refer
for
to
sure.
as cam whores.
Yeah, cam whores who play
whores.
games with boobies.
Okay. Well, it's like I'm a naturalist. No, this is just how I am. But because you shoot everything from the bust down, it's
Yeah.
like, hey, I'm not wearing any pants. Welcome to the pantsless stream.
Yeah, see, this works.
I just best not get up
That's-
to go do
That's
anything.
how I would get all my viewers.
Well, yeah, but you're always without pants.
This is
Sans
true.
pants.
Sans pants.
Sans pants.
Sans pants?
And the other thing I had to do is I had to order like lighting junk from
Yeah,
eBay.
you did mention something.
So
along
I've got a
lighting
couple of
junk.
soft boxes. I've got a chroma key screen, and
Nice.
it should be nice and professional.
Hooray!
And you'll have to
Professional.
listen to this the whole time, so I'm
That's
not
sad.
sure how you do.
I'm not sure if I'll tune in just because of that. No, I will. I will.
Well, I don't know.
Of course I will.
Over the weekend, the Americans seemed to like it because I pretty much compared several games of Cards Against Humanity and some Jackbox games as well.
Oh,
I
good.
was like, oh, we love your voice. You're talking. It's like,
Keep talking with words.
this is just my voice.
And every now and then you'll throw in some comedy-based humour.
Yeah, well, you've got to have the comedy-based humour.
I'd be super upset if we didn't mention that every single time.
Except Cards Against Humanity does mean that there's lots of sound bites of me saying horrible things
yeah.
as smoothly as I can. So I was like, I have to be professional.
Yeah.
I have to sell this.
Yeah.
But it's like, whatever the topic is, it's like, first dates, how to impress your first date, grinding a puppy against a rock.
Oh, that's perfect.
And it's like,
Why haven't I tried that?
What, grinding a puppy
Yeah,
against a rock?
for my first date.
Well, I guess you go through a lot of
I've been
puppies.
going wrong all this time.
You'd be going through a lot of puppies.
You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, 41st dates would be a terrible thing
Oof.
to do.
Ooh,
It's like, I can't.
nasty. I'm just
Don't-
over
don't-
this.
Don't
Grinding.
ask about the blood underneath my nails.
seriously.
My fingers are worn to the bone. There's a divot in my rock now from puppy-related
That
incidents.
poor rock.
You gotta feel sorry for
You
the
do,
rock
you
because
do.
the rock has seen it all.
It's got
The
feelings,
rock
you
has
know,
been there. It's been through it all.
for a long time. It is, and it's going to stay and remember that for the rest of its broccoli life.
Yeah, and it will go against the proverb, and you will be able to get blood from that rock.
You will. You
Yes,
will.
it's
You
gonna
could
be
wring it.
filled
You could
with-
wring it out.
Wring it
Yeah.
out. It's like pumice stone afterwards. Nothing but puppy blood.
Ah, that's okay.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast. Woohoo!
This is exactly what I'm talking about. It turns you into a horrible human
I just
being.
love it how we derail at 8 minutes. Great.
That's fine. Well,
Yeah.
no, we've been moving from
We
topic
have,
to
we have,
topic,
yes.
kind of.
I mean, puppy blood rock thing.
I don't know that we can
Yeah.
go anywhere from puppy blood.
I don't know what the segue is from there.
No.
Ah,
Except that you get a bit of bloodlust driving around Adelaide these
Good
days,
one.
don't you?
great one.
I
Ooh,
just-
you
I
got out of that.
Shh, just reel it in
well
and
played.
pull out the fish that is
Oh,
a
that
segue.
driving stuff.
It's
Yeah.
been terrible.
Yeah, it's horrible because of all the things going on.
We had a big road race that
We
happened,
did?
the Clipsal 500.
Yes.
It's an excuse for all of the bogans, which are like
Mhm.
Australian rednecks,
Yep.
to gather in the CBD
Yep.
and interrupt a lot of the contraflow in
Oh,
and out of it.
Frustrating.
So I had to take a 20-minute detour to get to work
It's just a pain
because
in the ass.
the Clipsal is set up exactly where I drive
Yeah,
to work.
yeah.
So I had to completely go around it. And in doing so, I ran 3 red lights and almost ran over half a dozen pedestrians
Nice.
in one drive.
Well done.
Just one.
Well, that's impressive. That's good statistics for one drive.
Yeah, I was impressed.
Yeah.
And everyone was at fault. I had people turning in front of me.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm just going straight through. I'm going straight through. I'm in the intersection. Everyone's turning. They have these really horrible ponderous turns. and it's red.
Okay.
So it's
Yes.
like, well, I'm stuck in the middle of the intersection. I have to go.
Yeah.
And then you've got, 3 dozen people, eyes plastered to their iPhones
yeah.
and their smart devices, or listening
Ooh.
to their earphones, and they're just
Ooh.
blundering across the road. Don't even look.
Sounds like you've got a little bit of dislike towards smartphones and smart devices.
Well, look, we live in a technological age,
Yeah.
but we also live in an age of educated idiots.
Yes, this is true.
Where survival instincts seem to have disappeared because, you get a cut, you've got a band-aid.
Yeah.
You get a cough, you go to the doctor.
You
You
get
get a
hit by Chris
boo-boo,
driving a
you-
car, you're dead.
You're
Maybe?
probably dead.
Yeah, probably dead.
I will spin my wheels in your blood. I won't get back to blood. But it's just so unbelievable. And of course, it doesn't help that we have bad drivers.
No.
We've got a very high aged population
We
here.
do?
It's like Australian Florida living in South Australia.
Surely it's not that bad. I mean, Florida's ridiculous because all of the oldies just go there.
Yeah,
But yes, we do have
well,
an
we
aged
have
population.
we have a high percentage of aged
Mm.
people living here. Some people do retire to South Australia, but
Yeah.
they're more likely to retire to somewhere like Queensland, I would
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, warmer climes.
Warmer climates.
Well, hang on. Warmer,
In Australia.
Warmer long term, not like
Warmer wet rather than
Yeah,
warmer dry. Welcome to
yeah.
Australia, where it's hot everywhere except for Tasmania.
this. This is it. Yeah.
Not that any of you know what a Tasmania is.
It's a piece of rock.
It's
With puppies on
mostly
it.
it's mostly unimportant.
Mostly
It's
unimportant.
mostly unimportant.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And in addition to, the bad drivers, we've also got bad cyclists.
Yes.
Because you have to ride a bicycle on the road. Until recently, I think there's been
Yeah,
a few
they've just changed some
reforms
laws.
where
Yeah.
you can ride on the sidewalk. But for the last God knows how long, as long as I've been driving at least, cyclists had to ride on the road after they were the age of like 13.
Yes, correct. Something along those lines.
Somewhere along those lines. But
And
they don't
it's
need
just
to know the
annoying.
road rules.
No,
You don't need to pass a test.
no. You just,
So you've got motorists who had to go through hundreds of hours of driving and practice just to get their license. And then you've got someone on a bicycle, which has no defense whatsoever, going, oh yeah, I'm just going to turn over here. I'm just going to veer out in front of traffic.
I love those veers. They're great.
It's terrible.
I think that's everywhere. That's almost a global issue. The old cyclists.
Yeah, maybe.
I think-
Put in the comments below if you've also got problems with cyclists,
Yeah.
or if you're a cyclist,
Or if you've
and you're
headbutted a
offended by
cyclist.
this. You've headbutted a cyclist.
I would like to headbutt some
okay.
cyclists. Yes.
Well, I used to be a cyclist, and I used to be forced to ride on the
Yeah.
roads before we started extending the roads and putting in
But
bicycle
now
lanes.
you've got the bicycle lanes, and now there's another law. You have to be like 1.5 meters away
Yes.
from them or something.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
you have to stay away from them, and to give them 1.5 meters clearance, you must
Go
stray
the
into the other lane.
Mm.
So, not only are you not allowed to hit them, you are then encouraged to collide with every other
Yes.
vehicle on the
Yeah.
road.
Yeah.
It's turned it into a nightmare.
has.
That's why I like driving at night.
I'm tired of cycle-y people.
You're tired of
I'm just
cycling
tired.
people.
Just tired.
They need to be recycled.
They do need to be recycled. We need new laws that just get rid of bikes altogether.
And then we have events like the Tour Down Under,
Yeah.
where it
just becomes Cycle
part
City.
of the
It's-
global
oh my God.
cycling tour.
Oh.
And it's like, oh, everyone in South Australia wants to ride a bike for 2 weeks.
The amount of lycra you see in those 2 weeks,
Oh, God.
it's quite disturbing.
There is a lot of people wearing lycra who should not
No.
be wearing
Oh.
lycra.
Ugh.
And
Let's move on. This is worse than dead puppies.
okay, do we want
Oh
to?
dear. What?
Nathan, have you played any games over the last few weeks?
Everyone knows the answer to that, my friend. So
Which
let's
is
let's
no,
say
I
yes a little
suppose.
bit. I dabbled in Hearthstone as
You
usual.
played a little Hearthstone?
I did.
Are you going to get
I'm
high
dabbling.
enough so that people might be interested
Yes.
to watch you on our new Twitch channel?
Yes, I will.
Good.
I promise I will get over. I don't know. I'll be better than rank 9 or something. I'll be like 8 or 3 or 5 or somewhere in
8
there.
or 3 or 5.
Yeah.
So get ready for that high-ish
High-ish
rank.
Well, the
Nathan
best I've
Hearthstone
done
playing.
is 3, and 3 is a pretty damn good rank.
I'll
The only
take
reason I
your
didn't
word
get
for it.
higher than 3 is I just stopped playing for last week, and then
So it's
didn't have
more
enough
that
time.
You have to keep winning.
well,
to
if you
keep
if,
that rank.
well, I don't know.
or-
I haven't played it enough recently to know what the story is at the moment. But back in the day when I was rank 3, if I didn't finish or if I didn't get legendary in time, it just resets your rank after a
Oh.
month. Yeah, so it's not a constant rank. After a month, it just kicks you back a bunch of ranks, and you have to start it again. So I got over it.
Okay.
I don't know what the
So
how it
it's
works
one
at
of
the
those
moment.
things that just sort of clears the stables for all
Yeah,
of the people
yeah.
who are like, I've played and I'm rank 1 and
Yeah.
I've got like a 98% win rate.
Now I'm ranked
No
1
one can
forever.
unseat me.
Exactly.
I'm just going to sit there.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. It's good.
It is
Purges
good, but
are good.
it gets a little bit frustrating because when you are going for the high ranks and you're actually having a run at it.
Yeah.
Like
or
at the end of
you're
the month,
just
you're like,
effectively
"Ah!"
pushing a rock up a hill.
Exactly.
And yeah, it can't be pleasant.
No, but yeah, I'm pretty confident that I can sit around in the 5-ish area.
Yes,
Yeah.
well, I personally have been playing the game. We tried to do a recording of this and then decided that we couldn't get anything out of it.
Ooh, which one was this?
Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
I sat down because every man and their dog was playing Stardew Valley, and I was like, okay, all right. I haven't played a Harvest Moon title. I haven't played. We really need to turn that camera off. We've got a
No,
camera
I'm
rolling
staring
at
at
the
it.
moment,
I'm
and
like,
we're just looking at
it's
each other.
just fine.
It's
Like-
like we're sitting next to each other. But I was like, hey.
It means I don't actually have to do anything, like turn my head. So I'm looking at the.
But the camera's not recording. It's just on a preview.
It's good though because this way I don't have to go like that. How much effort was me turning my head?
Oh,
there?
okay.
That was-
So you're saying that
So I'm looking at your eyes.
This preserves the audio.
Well, I'm actually making your eye contact with you in the.
Oh, so
The thing.
you're looking at me.
Yes.
And I'm looking at me.
Oh, you're looking at you.
Well, you're behind the pop filter.
I am. Well, hi. Is that better?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's much better.
Yeah.
Let's sort of lean in
Yeah.
together.
I just think
that-
it works.
that's
Like
not
the
gonna
audio
make-
is just going. I'm
Yeah, no,
pointing
that's
at the audio.
fine. That's fine. It's not going to make any sense whatsoever.
Yep. That was good.
So
I like that.
Stardew Valley.
Yes.
It wasn't the kind of game I think that people should play around together.
Right.
It's not a communal game. It's like a Farmville where you play on your own,
Right.
and then other people are kind of there.
Right.
It's not. I had a level of fun,
Yeah.
which is the kind of level of fun you have when you're playing a game and you just want to see it over.
Yeah.
Like, you become invested enough after you've put hours into it. It's like, I just want to see how this ends.
Did you put any episodes up of it, or not?
No.
No, I wouldn't.
No, I
either.
was having a look at doing it, and I was like, I either have to make a minute episode where
Yeah.
it's just lambasted, or I just go, you know what, we can record something better.
Yeah.
And I think it falls into
I
the
didn't have a
latter
great time
category.
playing it.
No.
To be honest, it was it was rough and
It's-
boring and
The games, it doesn't lend itself to being something that is inherently enjoyable.
yeah.
It feels like a lot of those simish games where you kind of just get into the habit of playing it. And that's what it feels like. It just feels like a habit forming
Just
game.
kind of open it up, do a little farming, and then
Yeah,
kinda,
it's like, oh, I'm going to spend a few days doing this, and then you realize that you've lost 7 hours.
yeah, true.
You sort of sink into it. I never... Apparently it
Did you
finishes...
sleep a lot to get your health back?
Oh, I found other ways around it. Once your farm was good enough, you could just eat food.
Okay.
Eat food
Yeah.
you made if you cooked it in your
And stay up
kitchen.
forever.
So I did pretty much everything I thought. I got to the end of the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
I got married. I upgraded all the stuff on my farm. I upgraded my house. And then the wife said, hey, want to have some kids? I went, nope. And I just kept leaving. It's like, I'm done. That's uninstall game right there. Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't need to see the end of the second year. I don't care what
no.
Grandpa thinks about me. I am done.
Yeah, you sold that farm quicker than you could.
Yeah. I sold it to the evil corporation
Yes.
that didn't really do anything because you didn't pay
I
any
bet.
attention to it.
I bet all they did was knock it down, put a highway through it.
They built.
I hope they put a highway
No,
through it,
it's
because
just a
that's how
parking
much I
lot.
enjoyed that game.
They paved paradise and put up a parking lot.
That's
Nathan.
exactly what happened. Thank you for that. That was fantastic. Oh,
But
dear.
that occupied about 40 hours, I think.
Hmm.
So the game itself, you'll probably finish at about 50.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just showing Chris
Oh!
Tinder views.
Oh, okay. I was like, are you showing me the time? Are you giving me the wrap up?
No,
It's
I wasn't giving you the wrap up. I was like, ooh, I got a Tinder message. That's right, folks. I'm on Tinder. Hit me up. Wow.
Hit him up.
Yeah.
Nathan Jokes. What was it? Nathan Dude's Joke Killer is your
yeah,
name
that's
now.
the one, surely.
That is your name now. So
funny.
we'll change that by Deepole,
Hmm.
and that should be good.
Yeah. No, it's doing okay.
Is
I won't
it
go
okay?
too into depth, but the old Tinder is
Apparently,
an okay place.
Tinder is a pretty good place.
This is, I likened it to my.
Okay, no, come on.
I've got to
We
say
need
it now.
We
I
need
was talking to my friends the other day, and I said, "Oh, I'm back on Tinder," and I likened it to my my Tinder kingdom, like Simba on Pride Rock being held up. Look at everything, and
Oh,
then
dear
someone's like, "Don't go
God.
into that dark place over there." That's how I liken Tinder. So,
Oh, that's
yeah, it's quite.
that's terrifying.
It is
isn't
terrifying. Oh dear.
I don't know about the connotations with the rest of the plot of The Lion King, though. Does that mean at some point you're going to be banished from Tinder?
Oh, I'll be banished from Tinder and,
you're
then
gonna
welcomed
you're
back
gonna have
with
to
open
hang
arms.
around with 2 life partners.
Yes.
a twink and a bear. You're gonna have to wander around and learn about life from them, and then you go back onto Tinder.
I'll learn a catchy tune from
yeah,
them.
you gotta get a phrase.
Yes, that's exactly how it works, I
Hakuna
believe. And then I'll go
Matata.
back and be king of Tinder.
No, say
and
it would
rebuild
be, it would
my
be,
kingdom.
It would be Akuna Matatas.
Yes.
What a wonderful phrase.
It's funny. I love it. I think it's a good, fun area to be in. So.
Well, I suppose as far as apps go, it's one of the
It's a
more
good time killer.
useful apps.
Well,
a
I
good
mean,
time killer.
It's a great time killer. You get to talk to people. You get to see if they're crazy or not. And let me tell you, I've met some crazies. So.
Makes sense.
But you know what? I might be crazy. I might be in so much denial that they're telling their friends, "Oh, I met this crazy dude."
So it might just be a lunatic they're looking for.
Exactly right. Might just be.
Might just be. Oh.
Funny
I
Tinder
didn't-
days. Seriously, I think everyone should have a crack. Give it a go. If you haven't had a crack, give it a go. It's funny.
Are you suggesting this to everybody or
Everyone.
just single people?
No, everyone.
Everyone
Everyone.
get,
Just
on,
get
Tinder.
on Tinder.
Doesn't matter.
No.
Whatever. You might find your soulmate on Tinder
You could.
and you break a marriage and
Yep.
lose kids.
Yep.
Whatever.
Anything's right.
Whatever. Go on
Just
Tinder.
give it a go.
Yeah.
Give it a go. You know what?
Drown your pets. Grind puppies against rocks. Whatever. Go on Tinder.
I feel like we're giving some really sound life advice.
This episode brought to you by Tinder. Tinder. It's tantamount to the Lion King and killing animals.
Yes, that.
The end.
The end. Get around it. How depressing.
Yeah, well, we've got to end
funny.
on a high note, don't we?
We do.
Yeah. Here's something else, okay? I'm going to segue into nothing because it has absolutely nothing to do with that. When we were playing Speedrunners, which came out a couple of weeks ago, I think.
Fun game.
The wired controller, the wired 360 controller I was using to sort of blind Kyle, that broke. I started putting it into my laptop and it started shutting all my USB down.
Nice.
I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to need to do something. So I've still got my Xbox One and my PS4, which at the moment are propping up my laptop. That's how much
I didn't realize, but that's so true.
They are actually propping
awesome.
up my laptop.
Wow.
Just to rise it above so that I can have the camera ready for when we
That
start
is humorous.
streaming.
I
So I was
would've
like,
used,
I've got the controllers.
Yeah.
Surely these are wireless controllers.
Yeah.
It should be easy enough for me to put a driver on the PC
Surely.
and just connect them.
Yes.
So I pull out the Xbox One just because it's like, well, we've got the 360 ones. I don't want anybody to go, here, you got a controller that's effectively completely different.
Yep.
Too bad, that's the one you get. You get the loser controller. But it doesn't use Bluetooth.
It doesn't use Bluetooth.
It doesn't use Bluetooth.
Okay.
We're in the realm of Bluetooth.
We
It's
are.
a Microsoft product.
That's interesting.
And it doesn't use Bluetooth, so you need a separate dongle, like a wireless receiver for it, and it doesn't use the same one as I have for the 360 controllers. I get the PS4 controller, which is made by Sony. I plug it in and it's like, yeah, just do this, and you connect by Bluetooth.
That's awesome.
It's like,
way to go, Sony.
so Sony is like, yeah, okay, who cares? You know, just
Have fun.
use Bluetooth. It's a proven method.
Yeah.
Everyone's got it. Just do it.
Just have a great old time doing it. But
Microsoft went the way of Apple, and it's like, nah, just proprietary stuff, only for us. You're only using it with that one thing. Too bad.
I've never liked Xbox.
No?
I've never liked Xbox. I don't know why. I've always been a Sony fan.
An aversion,
over the
aversion to Xbox.
Yeah, it's interesting. I just feel Microsoft has just gone clunky. They're all clunky.
Well, it felt like it was the thing that opened up the industry to a wider audience initially. It's like, hey, it's Halo and sports games.
Oh, look, it was
you like
great.
this. You're a jock to
back
play
in the
it.
day, back in the day, I liked what Microsoft were doing, but that was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we also had a PS1.
Well,
we didn't have
yeah.
an Xbox back then.
yeah.
So the PS1 came before that started flooding in.
Yeah.
And then it's like the PS2.
I mean, the PS was good, so
But
I could
see,
play
we
Final
only really-
Fantasy on it. It was
We only
awesome.
really played those consoles up until the infrastructure for PC gaming
True,
became better,
true.
and then we
Yeah.
could play the games together on PCs.
That's very true. When PCs and
It was just a stopgap measure because remember the nightmares we had in LANs trying to get stuff set up?
Oh, yes, I do.
There was a night where
So many
I came
LANs.
over, we were going to play some Diablo 1. We
Yep.
were just going to play it front to back,
Yep.
clear it, it was going to be done, it was going to be great. We had everything set up.
yes,
I plugged my system in and nothing worked.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't work. We couldn't get it. It half detected the
oh,
network.
those frustrating
We
days. Oh
spent
my god.
6.5
Ugh.
hours troubleshooting that until we realized that the card had become unseated. And it was just that the card was just a little popped out.
Just so
That's all it-
so
that's all
frustrating.
it took.
Just so frustrating. There were so many days like that. I
It's-
remember those days quite
Yeah,
well.
it's like going to a racing day with your car and something goes wrong
Yeah.
and you're under the bonnet for the whole time.
Mm.
If you didn't know enough about PCs back in the day, you couldn't do anything about it. You'd have to take it back to someone and go, please, figure this out for me.
Make it work.
Because it was like the dawn of the age. It was emergent technology. No one had really dealt with it.
Mm.
You still needed to get like you had to get an MSCC, which was an old Microsoft certification to, it's like, hey, I know about computers. I'm
Yes.
the cool man.
Yes.
Well, not cool, but at least he knew how to get shit working again. So it's like, oh yeah, it's a good way to mar a day.
It was a great way to mar a day.
And it's like, oh,
There was
By the end of
there was
it.
that many occasions when we had LANs in it. We had to try and figure out why we
Yeah.
couldn't connect.
and it's why we
It's
ended up
ridiculous.
going, okay, look, let's just buy a N64
Yeah.
and just play some Mario Party or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
It's just like, at least I can turn that on and it works. You might
True.
strip the skin from the palms of your hands.
That's okay. I mean, you
But
got to
at
do
the
it.
end of the day, you plug it in and it works.
And you play, and there you go. That's all you needed to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I got into LANs quite heavily when I was probably 16, 17.
a lot of the organized ones.
Yeah, the bigger ones. I
Yeah,
can't remember what
you'd
they're
have
called,
events where
yeah.
80, 100,
Yeah,
120
exactly.
people would all bring their
computers.
computers together and they'd completely legally share files
Yeah,
together.
absolutely.
And yeah.
I got many animes and movies and
completely
stuff.
legally.
All legal, obviously.
Above the board.
100% above the board. I was what was I? Yeah, I was 17. I was underage. It's all good.
That's fine.
It's fine.
Misdemeanors.
Yeah,
or
misdemeanors
whatever.
is
No,
fine.
no misdemeanors
Slap on the
because
wrist.
everything was
Yeah.
perfectly
A
legal.
little bit of a slap on the wrist if everything wasn't kosher, but it was kosher, Chris.
But you did fall into that same thing you used to have at LAN parties where nobody could agree what to play. There'd just be like little pockets of 2 or 3 people playing a game.
But that was okay though, because you'd still have a couple of people to play the game with.
Well, no, because you'd be legal file sharing the whole time as well.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
And of course you'd go with a group of friends, so it's like, at least at one point it's like, okay, we can all play UT 1999 or something.
What did they play? I can't even remember what we used to play back then.
Well, the thing was, it was a lot of like
I think
the
I did
early
CS,
shooters. It was like
CS kind of
Counter
stuff,
Strike, Quake 3,
Yeah.
early UT, maybe like StarCraft,
Yeah.
Warcraft 3,
Yeah, maybe.
games like that. Total Annihilation.
Because there wasn't
Command
anything
and
like MOBAs back
Conquer.
then.
No. It was all like real time strategies
Yeah,
and shooters. And a couple of simulation games.
Yeah,
like
I'd say
maybe
so.
something like X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, but
True.
you know
No,
that
I
would
mean,
be,
it wasn't.
that would generally
the
just
niche.
be me
That
and a
was the
couple of
niche.
other people with flight yokes.
Yeah.
It's like you could say, it's like, oh look, there's the other one person in the room who's brought a joystick. I guess maybe we could play a game together.
Do you know one game I used to have a ripper of a time playing?
Yeah.
AVP.
Alien vs Predators.
Yeah.
That's one of the other ones we did. AVP 2, even though the net code was awful, and the Queen Alien's model wouldn't load, so she'd just be a floating orb.
Right.
It was still a blast.
Yeah.
Because
I loved it. I thought it was a great game.
it had really good mechanics. It wasn't necessarily very balanced.
It wasn't the prettiest of
It
games
wasn't very
either,
pretty
at the time.
But
and when I say at the time, so everything was
nothing was pretty.
Nothing was
back
pretty,
then, no.
but you had pretty, and then you had not pretty for that time.
Yeah, well, you had gritty.
Yes.
You could say it was gritty because it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that was a stylistic choice. It has nothing to do with the fact that our hardware is shit.
I love the evolution of graphics. I love it.
Yeah, but
Me back 10, 15 years ago was looking at games going, oh my god, this is just beyond belief kind of graphics. And now you've got graphics which look so real it's beyond real.
well, you enter the uncanny valley. But by the same token, now people are using good graphics as an excuse not to have any story.
Oh, but that's, I feel like we've gotten to the point where we've got enough hardware and enough ability and enough, know-how to create a phenomenally graphic game as well as a story.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, they've been improving technology this whole time. They haven't been working on becoming good game writers the entire time.
True.
All it is it's like, okay, we need a story for this. Let's just grab that person. They've written books before. Or that person, they've done television before.
Yeah, this guy's name's Jeff. Let's grab him.
Yeah.
He seems like a good dude.
Where's Kent the intern? We'll get him to write a compelling story with an arc for several characters. And it doesn't happen.
No, you're right. No.
There are a few. There are a few guys like Avalone
Yeah.
who have become like just, you could say he's a video game writer. But they're few and far between.
Yeah. See, I judge... I don't know. I mean, I've always been an MMO junkie, and I judge games on MMOs and the MMO evolutions.
And well, see, the thing is, MMOs don't necessarily need. They have like huge arcs, but as far as story writing goes,
No, that's it. But as long as you've got the gameplay,
Yeah.
on top of the
Well, it's all about
graphics,
gameplay.
Yeah. So
and
I
just
guess
excuses to go into the next area rather than story.
It doesn't have to be so story driven, but
it's
there
like-
needs to be something in the background as well as gameplay, as well as graphics, and you've got yourself a game.
Yeah, I've always.
There you go. I've debunked gaming. Gaming 101.
No,
There you go.
all you have
Write
to
it
do is
down.
look all the way back to the genesis of gaming, which was it has to control properly.
Mhm.
You have to have controls that work. You have to have a system that makes sense, and you have to have a little hook, and that's
True.
it. That's all a game was.
True.
And then it was get a high score, clear some screens, and that was it. It's like, oh, I've played through the end of this. Oh, it's repeating now.
And that'll do.
I'm
Just
done.
hang it up.
I won
Next.
the game. I
Yeah.
won the game. It'll take you a while to get to that point, but
Yeah.
once you can clear the game, it's like, well, why would I stick around?
True. No, I mean, that makes sense. I just feel like there's the opportunities are there, and hopefully some phenomenal games are going to come out, and everyone's going to be happy, and we all lived happily ever after.
you say all of these things, but you don't play any games.
Yeah, but
You're an idealist without
I'm an
actually
idealist,
being.
but everyone knows deep down I am a gamer.
Hmm.
Like, I just stepped away for a while. I've got other things that I'm
I'll
doing.
come back.
Like Tinder and
I'll
gym.
play-
And being in water and stuff. But you know what? When I'm an old man, I'm going to be gaming. There's no two ways about it.
Who's Jim?
Good one.
Did you meet him on Tinder?
He's the intern writing
You met Jim on
writing
Tinder.
games. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And on that note, I
think
feel like playing some games.
We have wound down. We have wound perfectly
wound
down.
very
and
down.
we're now ready to play video
Yes.
games.
It's been a treat, my friends. I hope to talk to you again soon.
Thank you once again for suffering through this as a
Hooray.
podcast.
It was a podcast, you're right.
I might drop a link to the Twitch channel that's going to be, well, also bringing you new content. So we're
Yep.
going to at least be able to upload that to the
Yep.
channel as well. So look forward to that.
Look for it.
You'll see different
With
games.
eyes.
You'll definitely see games
And
that
clicking.
don't necessarily fall into the fold
Yes.
of what we would usually play.
It's exciting. Very exciting. Next step.
The giveaways are still going as
Yep.
well, so if you want some Steam keys, watch the videos, go to
Yep.
gleam.io, do all of that stuff. That's cool too. And of
Get
course,
around it.
like, subscribe, but more importantly than anything, comment. We
Comment.
want to hear
Yeah,
from
comment.
you. We're very good at replying to everybody.
Oh,
So
Chris
long as
is.
it's not just a smiley face, I'm likely to say, I don't know, we'll have a
Yeah,
talk,
yeah.
or we use words with mouths and keyboards.
Nice.
It's fun.
It
It's a
is.
social thing.
It is.
Don't just suffer through us.
Hmm.
Don't suffer in silence.
No.
Speak out.
Speak
Tell us
out.
what we're doing wrong.
Did you enjoy this podcast? If not,
It was-
Please don't write
It was
anything.
okay.
I
I
don't
didn't
want my
mind it.
feelings
The puppy
yeah.
thing was a bit weird.
was
but
kind of
okay.
awkward at the
It was
start,
a
yeah.
puppy. It was
and on that note, that's been Chris.
I don't know. He's just babbling now.
He is.
The episode.
He's babbling. I've been Nathan. See ya.
Bye. No, 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 no.
We're not gonna make it. Oh no.